I do want to talk about Isaac for a minute. You gave birth last January, right before we went into lockdown, which is kind of crazy when you think about it. What has motherhood been like? I mean, being in a pandemic for almost the majority of it.
You know, giving birth in January and then going into the lockdown in March, I got an extended maternity leave that I never thought that I would get. That was really the silver lining in all of it. And I had 8 months straight with him that me and Justin actually got to spend with him. So that was so beautiful. Being a parent, a lot of it is trial and error and asking for help and figuring out along the way and just having the confidence in yourself that mom and dad know best what's for the baby. And forgiving yourself along the way.
Is Isaac talking yet?
Oh, yes. He is a little
Really?
chatterbox. Yes, it's so funny. He does this really funny thing with his lips when he says mama, and he's like, mama. And
so
dada is his favorite word. And you know, I'm okay with it. It just is what it is. And now the new word is dog. Everything is dog. I'm even dog sometimes. It's like dog, dog, dog.
Do you guys have a dog? Or he just wants one?
No, we don't have a dog. We have for his birthday, someone sent a balloon of a dog and now he's obsessed. And now I'm like, God, now we have to get a dog.
That's so funny. That's precious. How do you feel like motherhood, I guess, has changed you, if at all?
Well, I think in some ways it's made me really kind of softer and more patient, not only with the world, but myself. And I'm starting to see things through a little kid's eyes and not through my own, which, you know, can be, it can be hard sometimes. You've lived a long life, and now to see it through such an innocent, pure eyes. I mean, things just, they seem different. They're more fun and innocent, and it's just been so beautiful.
Yeah. What about Justin as a dad? Have you seen little changes in him?
First of all, oh my gosh, it's like he got hotter when Isaac was born.
That's amazing.
Yes, I'm like, ooh, change that dirty diaper. You are so fine. Ooh, you gonna clean up that mess? Thank you. It's like, acts of service is my love language. So it has been on fleek. It's been so,
Yeah. It's funny. I remember a few years ago, your memoir came out and you talked a lot about your parents and the effect that each of them, whether negative or positive, had on your life today. And I'm just curious what values are important that you and Justin instill in Isaac.
The first thing is communication. I mean, Justin and our communication is rock solid. And so we really are trying to teach Isaac how to communicate with us. Even though he can't talk, we're trying to teach him sign language. It's very difficult. We're trying it. We're like, eat, milk, finish. He can't speak. So but he can use his hands. So for us, it's really about, teaching this other side of your brain, like how to communicate and not just, So, I mean, we're still dealing with the, and, kindness has been a really big one in our house as well, whether it's between Justin and I, or with Isaac. It's, it's about being kind.
I love that. You sort of joked about wanting to get pregnant yesterday, is I think what you said. And I personally never like to just straight up ask someone what the plan is, because you never know. It's just like a personal matter. But since you brought it up, what is, I guess, the hope?
I know. I did it to myself. Well, trust me, I am working on it. It is in action as we speak.
All right, so it's maybe around the corner. Could you be pregnant?
Yeah, it's a work in progress. No, it's a work in progress.
I interviewed a celebrity who came under fire for posting a photo of herself breastfeeding. You do it, I think, often, and you get praised for it, which I think is a sign that things are moving in a more positive direction. Do you think the more we talk about that kind of thing, it's helping and kind of removing this weird, I don't even want to use the word stigma because it should have never been a stigma.
Yeah,
But
no, but yeah. Honestly, I think the more we post anything and the more that we put something out into the world, and whether it's on your social media, your YouTube, whatever it is, I think that's the most important thing. We've never had this platform before where we can just truly talk about things that we are passionate about. And so to me, breastfeeding, you know, whether you do it or whether you don't do it as a mother, like it should just be normalized. Just like anything else when it comes to being a parent. Everybody parents differently. Everybody treats their body differently. And so to post yourself breastfeeding should be normalized just as much as giving your child a bottle.
you and Justin have been married over 10 years now.
Yes.
I am soon getting married. So I just want to know, what advice would you give me?
Oh my gosh. Well, first of all, congratulations. I think, first of all, marry your best friend, because that's a really big deal. You want to make sure that you guys like each other. Liking each other is such a big deal. And talking through everything. There should be nothing that is left unsaid. And Justin and I always say to each other, don't assume that I think I know, that you think I know something, and vice versa, because I don't know everything and you can't read my mind. So talking about everything, communication is so key.
I do have to say congrats, because you are the new face of Tropez. And as someone who I feel like exudes body positivity, feeling good, how does a tan kind of help you, I guess, elevate those things?
Well, first of all, thank you. That's so nice of you. And second of all, for me, the tan isn't really about how it makes you look, but how it makes you feel. I think that I always kind of want to have this instant glow. And that's exactly what Tropez provides, is a beautiful, natural, instant glow.
When you do think about, I guess, your current beauty ideals in general, what comes to mind?
For me, beauty ideals really are about being true to yourself, not erasing, but enhancing. Something that I really just always want is to inspire confidence within yourself. And I think that skin has always been in, so really embrace your skin and take care of it.